remember being at my mom's and I was pacing around on her deck. And I said, Mom, I can't live like this anymore. And the look on my mom's face was devastating.
We're heading to the home of Amy Mellen. She lives just outside of Portland, Oregon. Amy's got a pretty crazy story. She was in a bad car accident in 2006 and ended up on several different painkillers. She tried to get off of them, but kicking prescription opioids is really hard. She ended up going through detox 27 times. This is Amy's story.
Hi, Amy. It's so good to finally meet you.
So good to meet you.
My head hit the concrete and my arm hit the concrete. That was the accident that started the whole thing. It was just a very short split second in my life. So I wake up in the hospital bed. My arm's in a splint. I'm hooked up to IVs. For me to all of a sudden have these really strong medications in me was something I had never had any experience with. In fact, I didn't grow up around drugs at all. One of the main things I was on was pain medication. That was the biggest one, the opiates, nerve medication. That was a daily. I also was on anti-anxiety medication. This one I took for withdrawals. I would need another pharmaceutical to help me off of that pharmaceutical. Doesn't make much sense.
Doctors usually prescribe pain medication in limited amounts over short periods of time. At the height of Amy's addiction, she was taking more than 20 pills a day. So I wanted to ask you guys what life at home was like and what your mom was like after the accident in 2006.
We were so young when it happened that it's basically the person on the meds is who we knew. She was quiet and, she never left her bedroom. She was dull. I mean, she was lifeless, almost like she was alive, but she wasn't alive.
It was really hard to just see her just lay in pain and cry in bed because there was nothing that would actually help it.
The U.S. is one of the only countries that prescribes opioids for chronic pain. Americans now consume more than 80% of the world's painkillers. After decades of this kind of behavior, the country is now facing a public health crisis. 78 people die each day from opioid overdoses.
When did I decide I didn't want to do pills anymore? I had another accident in October 2014. My nerve medication made me black out at the wheel.
When Amy came to, she realized she was swerving off the road.
The whole time I was holding on to the steering wheel, spinning around, and I am thinking there's absolutely no way I can live through another accident like this.
Talking to Amy's family and seeing photos from her accident really brought to light the amount of trauma they must have gone through. I met a completely different person from the one described. Clearly, whatever she did to get off the pills worked very well. In part 2, Amy shows us the treatment that changed her life.